Vale, be honest with me. If patience is a superpower, why does it look exactly like doing nothing?
Because the greatest forces in the world work in silence, Broc. Nobody has ever heard a root growing.
Wonderful. So my superpower is being mistaken for furniture.
Welcome to Vale and Broc. Today we're talking about patience. Not the kind that waits in line, but the kind that keeps a leader standing when everything around her is shaking.
And about women leaders, meaning people who are asked to be firm but not harsh, decisive but not aggressive, ambitious but not too much. Basically, they're asked to walk a tightrope while smiling.
That is exactly the trap, Broc. Two opposite expectations at the same time every single day. And somewhere between them, a woman who has to stay whole.
Fine, but why patience then? If I were being squeezed between two millstones, breathing nicely would be the last thing on my mind.
Because patience is not what you think it is. It is not passivity. It is the conscious choice to respond instead of react.
Is there a difference?
All the difference in the world. A reaction is a reflex. It comes from fear. A response is a decision. It comes from you. And between them, there is a small pause, about 5 seconds long. Inside that pause lives all of leadership.
5 seconds? You're telling me empires are run on kindergarten counting?
I'm telling you, your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a tense meeting and a tiger. 5 seconds of conscious breathing tell your body, this is not a tiger. You can think now.
I'll admit, I have treated a few emails like tigers.
Do you remember Luke in the swamp? He wants to lift his ship out of the water, and he fails, not because he lacks power, because he's impulsive and in too much of a hurry.
And his little green master lifts it without breaking a sweat. I've always said that guy looks suspiciously like a vegetable.
Maybe that is why he had so much patience. Things that grow slowly know something we have forgotten.
Touché. Go on.
Here is what happens when a leader loses her calm. In that moment, she believes she is showing strength, but the team sees something else. They see a limit being reached. They see exhaustion dressed up as anger.
Wait, so when someone raises their voice, they're actually announcing they can't take it anymore?
There's more than one thing behind it, Broc. Aggression is not a sign of power. Sometimes it is emotional exhaustion, sometimes irritability, or simply not knowing better. Nobody ever showed her another way, and the team feels it instantly, and slowly, people stop telling you the truth. They only tell you what is safe.
And one day you wake up leading a room full of polite silence.
The loneliest form of power there is.
Okay, Vale, but let's get real for a second. What do you do when nobody listens to you, when your opinion doesn't count, when the pressure builds day after day? Because down there, it's not theory anymore. Down there, it hurts.
It hurts, yes. And that frustration is real and justified. But here is the hard truth. The explosion brings nothing good to anyone. Not to you, not to them. You're left with the same pain, plus the rubble.
Then what do you do with all that anger? Swallow it? Because I've tried. It doesn't digest.
You don't swallow it. You transform it. The secret of anger is not suppressing it, but changing its direction. When you feel yourself boiling, do one small act of kindness. Bring someone a glass of water. Respond promptly when someone asks you for something small.
Hold on, the solution to rage is peeling potatoes.
Laugh if you want, but yes, through small things, we defeat anger. That energy has to go somewhere. It either tears down or it builds. You choose the direction, not the intensity.
That one actually landed. I hate it when you do that. Vale, be honest with me. If patience is a superpower, why does it look exactly like doing nothing?
Because the eye only sees movement. But patience works underground like the root. It calms resentment, it soothes the heaviest pains, and out of sorrow it draws something nobody expected. Hope. And that hope never disappoints.
So it's not the absence of action.
It is the hardest action there is. Gentleness in the middle of tension is not weakness. It is a form of inner courage. And when you become gentle, something strange happens. Your other flaws start disappearing on their own, as if they were only waiting for a signal.
Like dominoes, but in reverse. Instead of everything falling down, everything stands up.
Beautifully said. And in the end, people no longer follow you because they have to. They follow you because they choose to.
You know what got me today, Vale? The idea that the one who shouts the loudest is actually the most tired. I'm going to think about that next time I feel like raising my voice. Maybe I'll count to 5. Maybe I'll peel a potato.
Both work. If this episode spoke to you, the full article is waiting on the blog. The link is in the description. And if you know a woman who carries more than the world can see, send her this episode. Maybe that 5-second pause is exactly what she was missing.
See you next time. I'm off to practice silence, but no promises.